Hi, good afternoon and welcome everyone. This is Kevin Schuster with Alire. Thanks so much for taking time this afternoon to meet with the Alire team as part of this webinar, an overview of cash management in Oracle Cloud. We're really excited today to have a couple members of our team present on an overview of the cash management solution within Oracle's Cloud Financials product. We will be following just a couple standard approaches in a webinar series here. This webinar will be recorded, so we'll be following up with a link via an email after the webinar is complete for you to take a look at the webinar again, as well as pass on to your counterparts. We have reserved time at the end of this presentation for a Q&A, so there is a Q&A portal as part of the GoToMeeting solution you're using. Please submit your questions through that portal during the webinar, and at the end we'll try to address as many as possible. And with that, we will move to the next slide where we'll talk through just a bit more about the agenda for today's webinar. Just one last thing to highlight here is before we kick into the actual webinar, this is the first in a multi-part webinar series on cloud cash management for Oracle. So today we'll be starting with just the base level overview. We'd appreciate it and look forward to the chance to having people attend multiple webinars to get a good feel of the intricacies of this cloud cash management solution. The second one will be around bank reconciliation, and subsequent webinars will cover cash forecasting, payments, and some of the smart view features within the system. For today's webinar, the agenda will do a short introduction of who Alire is, some of the folks that you'll be hearing from the most. We will cover an overview, a general overview of the cloud and the cash management solution. Within that, we do want to spend some time showing you some of the navigations, obviously some of the screens. I'm sure many individuals on this webinar have had a chance to take a look, but we'll get through some more of the meat of the product. We will also cover the functional setup manager tool, and we'll talk about Alire's proprietary rapid implementation approach. We do want to emphasize, obviously, that just looking at the system and the functionality is only one of a couple of different key considerations if you're looking to move cash management into the cloud, and we feel that that implementation approach is a strong one. And then finally, we'll wrap it up with just again a little bit more about Alire, and we'll have time for questions. So moving on to this next slide, just a short introduction. Once again, my name is Kevin Schuster. I'm in the account management side of the house for the Alire team. We also have two members of the Alire subject matter expert team on, Michael Graham and Jason McCabe. Mike, if you want to introduce yourself to the audience.
Sure, thank you. My name is Michael Graham. I'm one of the Alire partners. Alire being a leader in treasury management, cash management, functionality, consulting for technical and for functional support. We've created a dedicated team within our practice just for the treasury and cash management functionality within Oracle Cloud. So with me today is Jason. Jason, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Thanks, Mike. My name is Jason McCabe. I'm a principal consultant with Alire. I've been working in the treasury space for a few years now, and I'm looking forward to showing you some of the features of cloud cash management.
Very good. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Jason. Just a little bit more about Alire. As Mike mentioned, we are really respected in the industry as the expert to go to when it comes to the Oracle Treasury solutions. And in the Oracle Cloud Cash Management space, that still rings true. We've been in business for 12 years, but many of the individuals within Alire leadership have been working within Oracle Treasury products for 20 plus years, really. We take pride in not only being system experts, but also having some of that strategic, more business process specific knowledge to help you make some key decisions on the process side as well. That really helps to unlock the full potential of these software investments, and really that is a strong and key consideration when it comes to considering deploying cash management in the cloud. Other cloud area service offerings do include across the Oracle ERP and Financials cloud space, as well as a particular niche expertise within the cloud, Oracle Cloud HCM offering. And we do overlay some other strategic advisory service offerings as well. We'll generally start any implementation project by offering one of the following four, either a more robust roadmap, a shorter, quick hit kind of decision, business process point analysis and evaluation, as well as the rubber meeting the road in business process improvement and end user adoption and change management, which is absolutely critical and key in the cloud space. We're very proud of this next slide. This is just a sampling of some of the organizations and clients that we've had a chance to work with in our 12 years. I think one general thing that you can take away from this is that we have a lot of expertise in a number of different industries. We're not specialized and housed within just one. We do have particular expertise when it comes to financial services, insurance, banking, but also higher ed, also manufacturing and high technology. On to the next slide. We are going to take just a second here to understand kind of the audience that we have today. So we are going to put up our first poll question. And that first question, and we appreciate you having a chance to answer, what types of treasury technology are you leveraging today? Are you utilizing a bank system or portal? Is it currently on-premise in another ERP or some sort of workstation? Are you utilizing a cloud solution already? Have you purchased Oracle Cloud and maybe have some amount of the cash management system deployed? Or are you using what is generally accepted to be the most popular treasury workstation, Microsoft Excel, and highly manualized process? We do have an other there as well. So please go ahead, take a second to vote. We'll just give it a couple more seconds if you can go ahead and choose. And obviously we have it all that apply, knowing that it's usually a mix of some of these. And we'll go ahead and close it up now. So some of the feedback here we're getting, looks like a majority of the folks are utilizing the bank system and portal to some extent, whether that's a majority or some portion of the overall process. Otherwise, a lot existing within the on-prem space for likely your on-premise ERP solution. And then Microsoft Excel coming in, obviously, there, pretty heavily voted as well. So moving on, we are going to look to get into the overview of the cloud solution. I'm going to hand it over to Jason for that. Jason?
Thanks, Kevin. So starting off, we'll go with the cloud overview. So what does Oracle Cloud look like? At the top, we have software as a service. So when you purchase Oracle Cloud, you'll have a service offering specific to what you want from Oracle. This is a little different than your traditional on-premise application, which comes with a big box of things you might not need or necessarily want. Because Oracle is cloud, they've also delivered the platform as a service, or PaaS. This is a tool for your organization to do some bolt-on development work. This is for those processes which are so specific to your company that whatever comes delivered with the application cannot meet. So cloud is more restrictive in that nothing is available for your IT team for enhancements. This is where PaaS would come in. Everything Change is now called an app, which does not touch that delivered software as a service. Also with cloud, you have infrastructure as a service, which can help you utilize cloud for storage and networking. And finally, the cloud marketplace is available to you. This consists of apps built to be added for your software for enhanced features, which are being created by Oracle or other customers currently using the software. Looking at cloud from an overview of what applications they currently offer, you can see it stretches across everything from HR to your ERP, financials, supply chain, performance management, and a few other offerings. We'll be looking at ERP today. So looking at what ERP includes for cloud, we have financials, project management, procurement, revenue management, your accounting hub, risk management, and that project financial management. So very vast. And then we'll get into financials next. So within financials, we have our core you'd expect from a financial system, and then cash management, obviously, is what we're going to work on today. Again, with Oracle Cloud, these all integrate together and are a seamless application service, which is kind of nice and handy. So going through the overview, now we're going to look at the navigations and what it means with getting around in the cloud. So this will help you get comfortable with the terminology which comes with the service offering. We'll start with looking at the home page, the navigator, then the springboard, the global areas in the application, and then finally the work areas where most of the work is done, and then getting the keywords of what's an info tile, actions, and tasks. and then finally the info lens. So the home page. Oracle has created the Cloud ERP user experience from taking customer and partner feedback and utilizing the latest and greatest technology to give you the best user experience you can expect from an application. And this is the home page you'll see when you log into Oracle Cloud. And they call this the Welcome Springboard page, which is what we're showing you. Everything in Oracle Cloud is built around this, and every time you click on the home screen, you'll be directed back to this page. The simplified interface provides quick access to high-volume self-service tasks from any device. From here, we'll individually look at each area of the home page. First, we'll look at the navigator. Now, this icon was in the top left-hand of the home page. This is your traditional main menu you might be familiar with from an ERP application. Everything which your user ID would have in the system, you'll see here at this menu. It is broken apart by functional area, which you do have the ability to personalize and tailor to your needs. The main area on the Welcome Springboard page is the actual Springboard itself. Now, the Springboard contains a set of functional area icon buttons. You can define which functional areas and pages within these are available to users. The Springboard icons have a mobile feel, and clicking on a Springboard icon will allow you to access various work areas and features related to the functional icon, which we're showing on the right. When you drive into cash management, you will see the work areas of cash balances and bank statements and reconciliations. The last thing I want to highlight related to the Welcome Springboard is the global area. This is the header level of each page you will be in Oracle Cloud. Here you find your traditional home icon, which brings you back to the Springboard page, an Elasticsearch tool. You can set favorites, look for help in that application, and you'll also receive your notifications and watch list items all at the top, similar to most applications. The arrow, which opens up settings and actions, is an admin area. This allows you to set personalizations, customize pages, drill into setup and maintenance, and then do various other administrative work. Now that we've gone through the home page, we'll drill into the work areas specific to what you'll be doing day to day. So this is where your daily tasks are going to be done. You will get here from a Springboard icon or using the navigator, which we just went over. So within the work area, there are a lot of options for performing your day-to-day duties. For cash management, these can be things like identifying current cash balances, unexpected variances, or even issues with accounts which might be missing a bank statement, as you can see from the screenshot. Now, work areas are available for other offerings besides cash. These would include payables, receivables, billing, fixed assets, supplier and expenses. So if you work across multiple areas, you would have the same features and functionality you can expect between cash management and accounts payable. Looking at a few more things on the work area, we have our info tiles, actions, and tasks. So an info tile, which I'm hovering over with the mouse, provide a quick snapshot of activity related to your work area, like we just highlighted. Now, the seamless navigation with Oracle Cloud allows you to quickly identify an issue potentially with something you see on your work area, and then jump to a task quickly through what they call the task panel. So this document icon would normally be consolidated when you're on the page. You can click on this, open it up, and see quick links to do transfers, payments, look into your cash positioning or forecasting, and even download a report right from your work area. The final page we want to go through in terms of the navigations is an infolet, which you can think of as a dashboard. This can be accessed by the control dots on the Welcome Springboard page. Now, these are what we're at the top, right under the global area here. And the first one is delivered for cash management. They are also available for general ledger, intercompany, budget, and control. This is a great tool for you to get high visibility into where your system current status is. The infolets are active in that these with arrows open up for more features and data for you to drill into right from the tile to see what's going on.
And with that, we're going to take a second just to do the second poll question here again. Appreciate everyone selecting all that apply. Looking to just learn a little bit more about our audience today. What cash management functionality interests you the most? So certainly it sounds like there's a variety of systems that are being utilized by the attendees today. Is it forecasting within a system, positioning, reconciliation, bank account reconciliation? Is payments a key, or would you consider bank account management and administration being the most important here? So please do select all that apply. Obviously, many individuals will say, well, all of them are very important, while other organizations are most focused on maybe one or two. We'll give it just a few more seconds if folks can answer. It's looking like they're clicking through. And we're going to close the poll. Very good. So reconciliation, obviously a key topic, and that's to be considered and to be assumed that certainly something to expect. Otherwise, forecasting is key. It's great that's in particular. That will be, encourage everyone to attend the second and third webinars in this series around that, along with bank account management and administration. So pretty good mix there. Going to turn it back over to Jason. Jason, if you want to pick back up.
Thanks, Kevin. So now that we've gone through navigations, we're going to look at the functional setup manager. So what you can expect when you are looking to implement Oracle Cloud and how they've delivered the offering to do that. So this is a new application in Oracle Fusion that is used to implement all application offerings. Now this helps you configure applications to meet your business requirements, identify implementation requirements, and enter configuration data based on sequential task lists, which Oracle provides to you. It's very helpful that they tell you the sequence and ways you need to order and configure the system so there's no gaps when you are doing your implementation in Excel. The export and import functionality allows you to seamlessly integrate between environments. So when you do a database refresh, which you can expect with Oracle Cloud, as they'll be continuing to do updates and pushing that on you, where you are no longer required to do that on your own. The functional setup manager helps you with that process. So who uses it? Mainly your implementation project managers, functional users, system administrators, and application developers. Now we do recommend having a few basic user IDs for these managers. Something generic that you could use when you move from environment to environment, something like a generic ERP user, an HCM user, or a security administrator who will be helping with roles and responsibilities within the application. So it's important to get these into your production environment and ensure that they move through when you do database refreshes so that you can seamlessly apply new features and functionality when you move to Oracle Cloud. And then finally, we'll look at the rapid implementation features of Oracle Cloud. Now, this is a tool to assist in the system setup. All that configuration is completed in the functional setup manager across all cloud offerings. These are tools to help you speed up that process and do it correctly the first time. So now with Oracle Cloud, you can use spreadsheets to set up some of the following items. Your chart of account structures, your account hierarchies with trees, the accounting calendars, your legal entities, primary ledgers, business units, cross-validation rules, and finally, what is key for cash management, your bank branches, and bank accounts. So the Rapid Implementation Manager allows you to take data from spreadsheets and seamlessly upload it into your ERP cloud system, while it does do a validation process to make sure what you have created in your spreadsheet is configured correctly in Oracle Cloud. These spreadsheet accelerators are great for seamless configurations and to speed along your process. Our final topic for today is our Alire service offerings. So our team is strategically positioned to help you prepare for the future for cloud. A couple of the items I'd like to highlight are readiness assessment. And again, this starts with our current state analysis, listening tours, and disconnect review to make sure if cloud is the right fit for you and how to successfully implement it. This helps build the business case for making the decision and lays the foundation for your project. Implementation. Perhaps you've had a roadmap completed and decided cloud is the right fit for you. Alire's Success Delivery methodology can help you make sure you have all the right resources and a timeline for a successful implementation. Now we'll highlight our methodology on the next slide. And finally, enhance apps. As mentioned earlier, you cannot do development in Oracle Cloud. So everything you might need, Alire's positioned itself strategically to help build PaaS solutions, which could work for you, and let us build the system exactly as you need it for your system requirements. Finally, looking at our success delivered methodology, a combination of Alire's accelerator tools and readiness assessment ensures you are ready for the move to cloud, as well as give you an inside look at the future of your ERP solution. Now, Alire's proven success delivered cloud implementation methodology ensures your project will be completed on time and on budget as we move through each phase of the project.
Very good. So as discussed, we really wanted to focus in this 30-minute webinar to just give a taste, to do a brief overview of the cash management solution in cloud. I think that's a really good start, so thank you, Jason. The final poll question today, are you interested in seeing a demo of the Oracle Cloud Cash Management solution? So, really, are you looking to understand a little bit more about the cash management solution in an actual environment? Again, we have a number of webinars in this larger series that should give you a great taste of specific functionality, but are you at the point right now where you've decided, yes, Cloud Financials is the way to go and you need more help in reviewing the cash management solution? So we'll just give it another couple of seconds here for folks to answer. We'll just give it a few more seconds here for folks to get a chance to put in their answers, and we can go ahead and close it now. So some folks, 50-50, all right. Yeah, so, we're happy to help work with your organization. Obviously, Oracle is going to be a key portion of the discussion as well. We're happy to follow up. Please do reach out specifically if there is a particular interest in seeing a cash management demo in the near future here. So with that, we do want to take the chance to do a little bit of wrap up. And we will be covering some of the questions here. So just looking through the submission portal, a few questions as they're coming in. If there are still some questions, please do submit them now. If you have anything that you want Jason or Mike to address here in the last few minutes of the webinar. While that's still trickling in, do want to highlight we have 2 more dates set for the webinar, parts 2 and 3. You'll be seeing more information and getting invites about these. The next one will be around automated bank reconciliation in the cloud. So I know that was a key piece of functionality in the poll question response. That'll be Tuesday, October 31st, so 3 p.m. Eastern, great way to spend Halloween. And then managing cloud liquidity with Oracle, global liquidity, with Oracle Cloud. We'll be looking right before Thanksgiving in November. We'll be releasing the topics and dates of the remaining pieces of the webinar series at a later time. We do look forward to having you guys join those next couple of webinars. And then finally, for any of the Treasury professionals that are going to the Association for Financial Professionals Conference next week in San Diego, Alire will have a good presence there. We'll be in booth number 319. Please mark it down to stop on by. Jason will be in attendance, so you can have a chance to meet him in person, talk to him about any questions that are lingering from this webinar. And with that, it looks like a number of questions have been sent in. So looks like, let's see here. Jason, one of the main questions here we have, what are the main roadblocks Alire has encountered with the actual cloud management implementations?
Great question. Usually what we see with projects is everyone gets really excited and they want to rush in, and sometimes we get right into design and build, and we don't always take the time to prepare. So I always like to highlight it's a great chance to analyze current state, mobilize the team, define roles and responsibilities so everyone has a clear picture, and agree on the scope and why the project's taking place, and then stick to that through the life cycle of the project, and make sure everyone remains engaged throughout the whole process. So really working on building a foundation and staying engaged for the life cycle of the project really helps deliver a successful implementation.
Okay, very good. Another question that we have here. So with release 13 coming out soon for general availability, is there any functionality in particular that you'd highlight? Any functionality in the upcoming releases maybe that you've talked to Oracle about?
Well, cache is sort of new for the Oracle Cloud release coming in 11 and 12. There's nothing specific for cache in 13, but it's definitely should have more features coming out soon, and just getting used to cache management in the cloud is what we should look forward to currently.
Perfect. Okay, and then the last question is kind of the same as the first one here. So looks like those are the majority of the questions. Thank everyone for the time this afternoon. Once again, the webinar is being recorded, and we will send through a recording link as follow-up. If there's any questions in particular that you'd like answered, feel free to reach out to myself or directly to Jason, and we will be able to help address those questions. Also, make sure to check out Alire on social media. We're very active there, and there's going to be a lot of posts around new cloud functionality releases and very specific topics in the cloud, cache management, and treasury space in general. And with that, that concludes this afternoon's webinar. Thanks so much, everyone, again for attending, and we look forward to having you attend another Alire webinar in the future. Thanks so much.